We're back.
That was boring. And welcome back to A Dose of Candor with Jay and Lee. And today we're going to be doing, well, it was supposed to be top 5 70s songs, but Lee had to one-up me.
Look, okay, there are just too many good 70s songs out there. And By
the way, we have our first ever guest on the podcast.
Oh my goodness.
We have Martha with us.
Martha was there for Jay in her times of need.
Yes, Martha is according to my English teacher from when I was doing in person, she's a stuffed bear, but she has feelings too. So yesterday I gave Martha a belly button piercing and a cartilage piercing because I wanted her to match with my belly button piercing.
Yeah, she does this stuff to her stuffed animals, guys.
No, I don't. It's only Martha. Listen, I gave you an option between Martha and then my stuffed cow, and you said Martha because she's already been through it.
Yeah,
Martha's
been through a lot.
And I pierced her nose, but I took it out. But anyways, today we're going to be doing 70 songs.
Yes, it's going to be fun. So these are the 70s songs that we both kind of thought were best. So Jay has her list of her top 5. I have a list.
Your list of top 20.
I did have my top 5, but I came up with some others that were like, I don't know. But I feel like when we say these, anyone who's listening is probably going to know these songs because some of these songs have actually been redone.
See, that's why it was kind of hard for me to find like the songs that were in like Mamma Mia because they all came out in like 2017 because they were obviously the actors.
Right. So I mean, a lot of these songs are very popular and for good reason.
Yeah.
So we'll let you start.
Mine are just better. So the first one I had, I actually only know this because I sung it with our choir. I sang "Joy to the World." That song came out in 1970. This is such a weird name for like a band. Three Dog Night.
So no, and I said, no, they're actually the ones who first recorded Elton John's song, Your Song, because he gave them permission to record, and then he decided to also record it. So I was aware of that band name.
Yeah, see, I didn't. Yeah, so it took me a minute. I forgot my list at my house. And so I was like, I was sitting here for it was like...
You were like, the one thing I needed to bring with me.
I know, the only thing I really needed to bring with me, and I forgot it. So it took me forever to remember this song.
It did, yeah.
But then I finally remembered it.
Yeah. So my song first on my list, because I put mine in chronological order, so that's...
And then she made me put mine in chronological order.
I was like, let's just say them in chronological order. So, the first song on my list also came out in 1970. It was sung by the Partridge Family, and it is I Think I Love You. And actually, this song is in the Scream movies, because Scream 2, this is the song that Sydney's boyfriend at the time sang to her in the library to propose to her.
I was so sad when he died.
I know.
They would have been so cute together.
No. I was like, this is not happening.
You're like me when, was it Dumbledore died?
Yes.
Yeah. You're like, no, that didn't happen.
No, I was like, no way. Come on. But yes. So that made the first song on here. My number 2 came out in 1971, and that is American Pie by Don McLean. So you have to know this song. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
I don't. At least I don't think I do.
Madonna actually sang this song in the 90s. Like, she redid it. And it blew up them, too.
I didn't sit there and listen to Madonna. I was not born in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell I'm a Gen Z?
You totally are. I'm like, how do you not know these? And then you would get annoyed with me because I'd be playing them, and she's like, I don't want to hear this.
No, but the thing is she would sit there and sing it, and I even asked you because you were playing one song. I was like, who wrote this? I was like, who? What was the name of the person I said wrote that song?
Which one?
The one that you started singing. I was like, who wrote this song?
Oh yeah, you were wanting me to say Elton John. That way you could be like, let's keep it that way.
Literally, let's keep it that way.
Okay, so we can go ahead and move to my number 3 spot because this one came out in 1972. This is one that you did not want to listen to, and you were like, no, no, turn it off. Killing Me Softly with His Song by Roberta Flack. That's such an iconic song. Like, it's so well known, and it's been redone several times. I mean, oh, there's your burp for the day. Okay. But no, I don't know how you did not know that song.
Maybe I feel like there's certain parts of songs that I know because I'll hear it, but I wouldn't know the whole song.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it. You know this next song though. This came out in 1972 as well, and this was actually in the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. You're so vain. You're not having it at all right now. You're not.
I don't know that part of the song. And how would you know if I know that song or not?
You should. I swear you like recognized it when we were talking about it. I swear you were like, oh yeah.
Maybe a different part of the song you were saying. No, imagine like being on the phone with her and her just busting out singing. Oh my God. There's sometimes where I'll turn my volume down just not to hear you sing.
I know. Well, that was by Carly Simon. Yeah, I know. But I feel like I can literally like take anything, any conversation. I feel like I can remember
and turn it into a song.
Turn it into like, oh, this song or this movie.
There's a song. I think it's for the 80s or 90s song because we're doing one from different generations, like or not generations, like the
decades.
70s. Yeah, decades. 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and then nowadays music, which I'm excited for the nowadays music.
You are.
Because the nowadays music kind of like. Yeah, you can definitely tell the type of person I am. But also with my last song on my list, and then I think it's in the 80s, another song that you can definitely tell the type of person I am.
Okay. Yeah, I know you were like when I was telling you were singing some of the stuff from my list, you were like, your list is bipolar.
Yeah.
I just say it's very eclectic.
Okay.
Okay, so my next song, and this was actually, and people might know this because this was played in the movie 27 Dresses. So if people have seen that movie, they should recognize this song as well. But this song came out in 1974. It's an Elton John song. Benny and the Jets. Benny.
No.
Benny.
No. You're gonna listen to this audio back.
Boots. Okay.
You're gonna listen to this back and be so embarrassed.
I'm having fun. Okay, but
Can you tell that she woke me up before 8 o'clock this morning?
You were like, no. Why are you up this early? But no. So that's another really fun one to dance to and sing. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot this over to you because the next song chronologically is one on your list that you were telling me to please not take, and I said, okay, you can have it.
Yes, because the only reason I didn't want you to take this song, so the last year, so obviously the school we went to was a K through 8th.
Yeah.
And so it was our choir teachers last year there, and this was like our goodbye song to her and the 8th graders. And so I was like, don't take this song. This song always reminds me of her. It came out in 1975. It's Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen.
Yep.
Yes, I love that song, and so every single time, it's so funny because I think it was, I don't think it was 7th grade year, or I think it might have, no, it was probably 7th grade year when they started playing it in the hallway.
I know that when they played it in the hallway, a lot of us teachers would be singing it, and all the students would be like, no, please stop.
Because you're ruining the song.
Some students would sing to it too, though. We had a good old time. And then actually you have 2 more songs on your list, and then we'll get back to mine.
For 76.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, okay, this next one. Okay, this is so funny because we know a person with this name.
Yes, because I told him.
She's getting so excited.
I was like, every single time I say your name, I think of this song, and I actually played it during class one day because I was like, hold on, I can't do this. I like gotta play the song, and I was like, well, y'all work on your work. I'm gonna play.
The song is called Fernando. How do you say their name?
ABBA?
Yeah, I did not know it was ABBA.
Yeah.
It came out in 1976, but no, yeah, my friend Fernando, oh my god. He's so funny, and it's so funny because I was like, I was sitting on your couch, he was like, oh my god, I should send this to Fernando. And I sent it in our group chat with one of our other friends.
Mhm.
I was like, does this song ring a bell?
There was something in the air that night.
The stars were bright. Fernando. They were shining there for you and me. For liberty.
Fernando. Yeah, yeah, that one's so catchy. Oh, and then your next song on your 76 is actually one of my sorority sisters. It was her favorite song of all time. So whenever your next song comes up, I always think of that sorority sister of mine.
Oh God. Yeah, this one's also from ABBA. Did not know that was name. It's Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen.
Young.
17.
It's young and sweet, only 17. We have to play that on my 17th birthday.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to have like a disco ball theme for
just a little disco ball. Dancing Queen, young and sweet, only 17.
That one's a fun one.
That's how that I should call you on my birthday, and that you should be playing that as you answer the phone. That would be so funny.
All right.
You're
so
next.
yeah,
my foot.
My song.
Oh, my toenail just went right into the wood of your chair.
Aw.
That hurts.
So I have also a song on my list from 1976 from the Runaways. Cherry Bomb, Cherry Bomb. She doesn't like that. She's giving me this look like, oh my God, second-hand embarrassment. But
this
no.
is the time we needed to be filming.
So no, actually, any people who watch the Sci-Fi Channel, if they're familiar with the show Warehouse 13, they should recognize this song because it's Claudia's favorite song, the character on there. But okay, so kind of moving a little further down my list. In 1977, by the Eagles, is Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Okay, but also, don't you have a 77 song on your list?
Oh my God, I love this song so much. I play this song every single day on my TV. So actually, a little backstory on how I already know this song is, so when I was going in person beginning of my freshman year, our English teacher we had a whole lesson on these people. So it's Silver Springs, and it was written in 1977 from Stevie Nicks, and we had a whole lesson about her and her ex-boyfriend and their love and everything, because obviously they were in a band. Right. I forgot what the band's name was called.
I would not know.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't. But no, I don't know what it is about this song. It's it's stuck in my head all the time.
Okay.
I like the beginning of it when it's you could be my silver spring.
I don't.
Green colors flashing.
You're making fun of me singing.
Listen, I'm a choir kid. I was meant to sing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last of my list.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I have 3 more, and actually, 2 of them, I know you know, and I was like, yeah, these are very popular.
She said that the last time, and I didn't know the song.
And
I know one of them. I will know on your list.
Yeah, and you were like, wait, that came out in the 70s, and I was like, yeah, it did. So the first one that came out in 1978 that I have down is "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor.
The only part I know that is when it's something about thinking so many nights of how you do me wrong, but I grew strong and I learned how to get along, so now you're back from outer space. Yeah, that was
yes.
For people who were on TikTok in 2019, 2018, you guys would know the dance and the song from that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a whole I need to show you it after.
Yeah, you'll have to. Yeah. It starts out at first I was afraid. I was petrified. But yeah.
Looking at some nights of how you did me wrong, swagger strong.
You're like, I just know this one part right here
No
really
word
well.
how to get 'em off.
Okay, so my next 1978 song, and this is the one that you were like, wait, what?
Oh, is it
The YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
You know, they used to play that in the cafeteria.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, they would. It was always like a Fun Friday thing. They would,
Oh,
which
okay.
they didn't. They stopped doing it my 6th grade year because they one of the guidance counselors tried doing it at the beginning of my 7th grade year.
Uh-huh.
But you know, the 6th graders had to ruin everything.
Oh, yeah.
We always, because I don't know.
There were like class warfare there, man. Like it would be 6th graders versus 7th graders versus 8th graders. Like they're the problem. No, they're the problem.
but that's the thing is, once I got to 8th grade, the 6th graders weren't as annoying. Like, because I would say they're 7th graders, but I was friends with a lot of your 7th graders.
I think that that's the difference between like the pandemic era kids versus like being back in school for all those younger years.
Yeah.
I know that was a big topic for a lot of us teachers.
I was in the 4th grade when
like,
the pandemic hit.
Yeah, so like we could
so weird.
yeah, we could tell the difference between the kids who like did online school while the pandemic was happening versus when kids finally came back to school and were in school for those years that you know you guys were like at home because of the pandemic. There's definitely differences in behaviors there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
were we bad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Much more worse behaved.
Not me. I think I was a good kid.
Not you, but like just in
certain
general.
kids.
Just in general, the behavior was a lot different. Yeah. So like the year I taught 6th graders, I was very fortunate because I was told that the year before that was like kind of the worst class because they were the youngest kids that started online schooling during the pandemic.
Yeah, those were the kids that we were talking about
and
too.
then my 6th graders were the ones that, you know, the pandemic was over and they had already been back in school.
Grade.
Yeah, like they were already back in school.
That's
so
weird.
Yeah, I know it is weird to think about stuff like that. But yeah, so again, YMCA by the Village People. That was my other 78 song. Now you don't know this song. This song's actually been in a good couple movies and stuff that I've seen because every time I hear the music come on, I'm like, yes. It's London Calling. It came out in 1979. London Calling by The Clash. It's so, I don't know. To me, it's very like, I don't want to say like addictive or anything, but it's like you hear it and it's like, yeah, like you just immediately, I feel like get in the beat and recognize it.
That was my hair. I need to listen to it because that name sounds so familiar besides you saying it. Because I know there was one song that one of our choir teachers wanted us to sing, but didn't have us sing it.
Yeah, London Calling, it's just like, I don't know. It's like whenever I hear it coming up in a movie or something or a show I'm watching or just randomly on the radio, I'm like, yeah. Like,
I need to Google these two
very
songs
catchy.
that I remember.
Yeah.
I feel like these two songs came out in the 70s. I don't know.
What are you thinking of?
Just go on with your list.
Oh, okay. No, that's the last one on my list. So yeah, we're done there. But no. What was one of the songs that you're thinking of that you're like, but guys, we are gonna
I have to think of the name.
Oh, okay. So you like have it in your head, like you can
I know what the song's called.
You know, I get moments where I'm like, I can hear a song in my head and I can be singing it in my head, but I can't.
Did not spell river
I
right.
can't think of like the name of it, or like sometimes even be like, oh, here, let me Google it, and I'm like, wait, what should I Google? Wait, what were some of the lyrics again? Because I feel like I think more of like the music and the rhythm and beat, and then and then the lyrics. But it's like, okay, wait, what? But guys, we are gonna.
Hold on. I remember the name.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying we are going to go ahead and do some episodes of like our favorite 80s music, 90s, but I think you already mentioned that. But you know what? We're also going to go ahead and do, so we were talking, Jay and we want to go ahead and talk about the different streaming platforms and our favorite show on each platform, because some of the platforms only have shows that are only on that platform. So like some shows you can only see on Peacock or you can only see on Netflix. So we definitely want to do like our top 5 or top 10 on each of those platforms as well. Are you getting anything over there, Jay?
Hold on.
You're really focused right now.
Because it's not popping up the song. So the
Like-
called, I don't know if it came out in the 70s, but it's called River Song.
River Song?
Yeah.
You don't know. Here, let me Google. But it is called River Song.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's see here. River Song. Oh, here, let's see this. Well, here, is it by Bishop Briggs?
I don't know who it's by. I just know it's called River Song. Because I tried looking at the lyrics.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it looks like it's a more recent song. If it's this one, it looks like it's more recent. But I don't know if this is the exact song. So we'll have to look it up and maybe come back to it after the episode. But all right. Well, I think that's going to end it here for this episode, guys.
I'm determined.
No, you're determined to find out now. We can always come back to it. But guys, feel free, check out our website at 80.
I promise you, I will find out when this song came out and let you guys know in the next episode.
Yeah, check out our website at adocpodcast.com. We also have links to all of our social media on there, as well as our iTunes, YouTube, and all that fun stuff.
She took away my line.
But